This is
further out.
hey.
You can have the two.
Pepper chicken twist. This is chicken twist and pepperoni flavor and the other. We having 3 pizza guys and we are only 2. This is mine.
Hot and spicy.
Hot and spicy. You know that is chicken twist. Chicken twist and this is pepperoni and this is hot and spicy. They are the same. Yummy, diba?
Where is the chicken?
3
There's meat in
3 pizza per 2 person. And it is a big, large. Let's eat. Come, let's. You must say the
Buy one, get 3.
Yan. Sige, mo eat.
Why I cannot speak?
No, you will not say. Umpisahan na namin ang hamal, guys. Ayan. Hamal na. Sige, bye na. Sige. Eat pizza. It's continuation of his birthday. Gisteren, chicken, and the denges, and now is 3 pizza. Diba? Yum, yum. Yum, yum. Yum, yum. Yum, yum. Okay, bye. See you in my upload. Pepperoni, chicken twist.
Okay. Alright, well let's have a
Umpisa ng hamal.
bodywork looks actually alright, doesn't it? And I do like the colour. I noticed when I walked in,
Umpisa ng hamal.
and the wheels, they could do with a refurb.
Yun
The
na
other side, it's nice and sharp.
nakuan.
Yeah, it looks alright. I love the back of these cars. They look so good, don't
May
they? Great car to follow, and because they're so fast, you're usually behind one. Twin exhaust, those twin lights. Okay, let's look inside the cockpit. It's a great place to be. Yes, certainly is, yes.
Hindi marinig ang TV.
Probably one of the first ones that appeared on a production car, if I remember rightly. Nice sculpted leather seats. They look in good order. Very nice. Not too sure about the gearbox.
Hamal.
That's something the car come with, which I never liked, and it was my
Pepperoni, let's see it.
There's 2001 on there.
Can we pop the bonnet? Have a look at the engine. I'm very excited. That's the beating heart of any Honda S2000. Oh dear.
Umpisa na namin ang hamal. Mukbang pizza.
This is how it come back to me.
It's not nicely presented, and what lets it down also is some of the exposed bits of metal. They've really been affected by where we are because we're down on the coast here.
Right, yeah.
So you've got the salt air, these brackets here at the top of the radiator, this little cover here. They all seem to be pitted and rust. I mean, it can be cleaned up. It's just a lot of work.
Yan na.
The other thing that lets it down is that cat cover. It looks like it's been painted by crayon.
No one likes to have it done in the colour of the body.
So what does it drive like?
It's running very rich. You can smell in the exhaust fumes, sort of unburnt fuel.
Yeah.
It wants to store when it's warm, and it's quite lumpy to go over.
Well, that is the big risk with this car, isn't it? This engine, because I accept the fact that the car's cheap and you've advertised it and you've advertised it actually really accurately. But the big gamble with this car is whether that engine can be fixed because it's such a highly technical unit.
That's correct.
If it's okay with you, can I take you for a quick test drive?
No problems at all.
Nagkaroon na akong bahok like.
Is an underrated car.
Bago pa pumatag ito. Pero mga cut sa iyang hair. Pero nagmukbang pizza namin. Pagod na. Yan, kita mo.
Corners, suspension feels good, holds the road nicely. Usually a car will rev up to about 6,000 or 7,000 RPM, but with the VTEC, it goes up to the digit heights of nearly 9,000.
Good taste.
like a separate engine that
Good taste.
connects loose and gives you this amazing thrust of power. So let's give it a test. Oh no, lightning, and it's all lumpy and horrible. Now this car had a problem, but I didn't know the problem was that big. Usually, sort of roars away, but oh no, that's not good, is it? We just try the brakes. Oh, and the car stalls.
This one?
Come on. I don't know where to go. There are glimpses when you can feel the power. It does feel fantastic.
We're the same big drink cake.
Now, I want to put my foot down. I really want to let this car go, but not having it. But he was being very honest about all its faults. But there is one problem that wasn't described, and it's the steering. There's something wrong with it. Sort of loads up, and then it freezes
Baka.
off. Then it loads up again.
Huh?
Blip.
Very naughty. And that won't be a cheap fix. That's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
The big question is, after all of that,
No, it's expensive beef.
the truth is, I never expected to turn up today and not buy this car. I knew what it was.
Here's the cake.
Its fault. I knew how cheap it was, and that's
Beef.
why I'm here. But saying that, now there's a
I don't-
problem with steering.
Nothing wrong with the beef.
I don't like beef.
Like the rough guts of the bonnet, all those things have got to be fixed, and that's going to cost money.
Some farms will find beef
Cars like
later.
this need people like me in there to take them on and to keep them on the road, and that's why I think I want to buy this car.
No, we have no cola big.
We drink 3 bottles in this week.
So,
3?
right up, sa third up.
They're nice.
Yeah,
today.
just like I remember them. They're great cars to be in.
They're good.
Really nice inside the cockpit. Sits on the road, lovely. But there is a problem. Not only with the engine, which is a little sick puppy, and we know that, but also there's a problem with the steering. And I'm surprised
is
because
spicy
you
flavor.
accurately described this car, but the steering is notchy.
Yeah.
And then it loads up and then it freezes off. There's something wrong with it.
Well, I must admit,
You have
I'm doing
3
it last
pizza.
since September.
I cannot
It
eat
was
it.
fine. It's been
Eat
usually
the
with about
one
6 months
pizza.
Well, maybe it's because it's just sat there. But it doesn't detract from the fact that this car is talking to me. You've given up.
Because
You don't want to rescue it anymore, and I think I do. I want to put it
Hey,
back
it's
on the
no-
road. And it
it's
comes
no
down to
dingy
price.
shit.
So what are you up to?
The bid on it at the moment is up to 3.4.
Okay. How much do you want for it?
I was hoping to get 3.5. That was my target.
See, I think somebody might turn up and pay 3.5 for it, but then again, somebody might turn up and find the same problems that I did, and they're just going to walk away. I'm willing to take it on, but would 2,750 buy it?
No, I can't do that, Mike. No.
So what is the best you can do then?
3,250. I think that's a fair price.
Let's be gentlemen. Let's round it down. £3,000. Otherwise, I will actually leave it and let somebody else take the gamble. But for £3,000, I can rescue this car and I don't care. What do you say?
As you asked and asked me.
Yes. Top man. I just bought myself, and it's 2,000.
£3,000 is cheap for this Honda, and I'm sure there's money in it. But trouble lies ahead if Ed can't get it running how it should.
Well, that's not so good.
Vanavond een beter leven voor de varkens van Ian in Bournemouth om 8:30. Daarna wordt de stokerij van Mark en Digger op de proef gesteld door een enorme vracht.
sige, Steren, you pay only 599.
Ja, met klant van Piet hoor.
Now that pocket, you can't
This dog and Sutter dog.
see your hair and steering.
This is doner.
Dat
This is doner.
echte kunst heeft verricht.
Doner. Because it's 10.
Vanaf 8 februari bij Discovery.
Oh, 10 jaar.
Doner.
Doner?
What you said?
Ah, doner kebab.
Yeah. Doner kebab. No, this one is. You can't.
On a budget. £3,000, I can rescue this car and I don't care.
As you asked and asked me.
Yes. Top man.
And the one I bought is way past its best.
Usually, sort of rolls away, but oh no, that's not good, is it?
Let's see if Ed can get keep us in the black.
Well, I've got to tell you, I'm pretty happy. This is one of my all-time favourite ragtop cars. A wicked Honda S2000.
Di ba may pula-pulaan niya?
Roof off, sunglasses on. Just enjoy that wind in your hair experience. So the bad bits, well, the steering's got that nasty, notchy feel to it, which I don't like. There's no mystery fault in the engine. And there's no guarantee, whatever that fault is, that Ed will be able to fix it. So what's our plan for this car? Well, for me, we don't need to do a power upgrade.
Ang sum hiniwaan sa kuwan ay pizza.
We certainly
Pati
don't
man.
need to add any clean.
Maya.
It looks good enough. If we get this car right, and we get it as original as possible,
Dahil silang hiwa. Dako kayo na.
proud of itself again. And you never know, we might be able to stick a couple of grand in our back pocket, and you can't say fairer than that. So I just hope Ed shares my enthusiasm.
Yo, ba't dinat-lat yun, ha?
Well, I get it back to him and the workshop.
Patungin ako ng kaan.
2000. I love these rag tops. I'm really chuffed. You got one of these for us to play with.
Oh, fantastic. I'm so glad that you're glad. Because this has to be the cheapest S2000 in existence that's
The
not
time is
used
6
on
o'clock.
bricks. I paid just £3,000 for this car.
That's pretty cool. And it's
5 minutes.
Yes, you are.
Before 6 o'clock.
Keep that enthusiasm going.
Yes,
Keep
na.
that excitement going.
Among
Because
dinner.
I think that posh voice of yours is just about to turn into a wide one. I'll show you this.
Well, I've definitely seen cleaner engine bays, but things like those rusty brackets, they can all be replaced or tidied up, I guess. I mean, it's not so bad.
Sabi na sila, pikant.
The real problem is with that 240 brake horsepower, 2 litre fuel injected VTEC lump.
That's not so good.
Usually that engine spins up to 9,000
Gumana
RPM,
kayo.
sounds like it's going to explode in between every gear. You've got that VTEC power, so the second set of cams come loose and give it that kick, that thrust. None of that is happening.
That's not good. So what's wrong with it then?
It's running lumpy, it's over-fueling, the engine management light is on, and unfortunately it's a sick puppy.
So you've gone and bought a car with a legendary bulletproof engine, with an engine that is no longer bulletproof.
Yeah, but what do you expect for £3,000? That's why the car was so cheap. And you love working on engines, so don't worry about it. Look at the interior.
Yeah, it's quite smart. Does everything work?
Yeah, everything works. It's got electric windows, got a nice leather seats, even got an electric roof. It's good.
Okay, so what doesn't work?
Well, one thing that doesn't look nice is the gear knob. That's got to go. Don't like that. And there's something really weird with the steering. It's a little bit vague. So the steering won't centre one way on the steering wheel, and then it won't centre the other way on the steering wheel, and it's kind of notchy as you go around the corners. I've never experienced that before, but being it's a seaside car, I reckon that the rack has been attacked by rust and it's failing in some way.
I mean, corrosion in the joints could cause a few
Really
issues.
the
But actually,
point.
early models of this used to have an electronic power steering, so there could be something to do with that, so I'll look at that, that's right.
I mean, there's some other things to do. It's hardly worth mentioning, so I'll mention them anyway. The washers for the headlamps, they don't work, but that's an easy fix. The xenon headlamps, they're all milky and horrible, so they need a cleaner. The wheels need refurbishing. As I say, it's hardly worth mentioning.
Now, you know I said I had lots of enthusiasm for the S2000. Well, I can feel that enthusiasm ebbing away.
No, keep it going, because I'm not asking you to overhaul the car. I'm asking you to just fix it and clean it up, and then me and you, we could earn a little bit of money, because I reckon we could sell it for £5,000.
Doesn't leave a lot of room for parts, does it?
It doesn't need a lot of parts, it just needs your genius hands working on that engine and tidying it up. Come on, think of the good stuff. You get to work on that wicked little VTEC engine. You've always wanted to work on one of them.
The Honda
Baka
S2000 is a legendary
Baka.
motor. It looks
Ma.
it's quick, it's well spec, and it's good value. Usually,
Baka ma.
to find us one with a rare
Baka
engine
ma.
fault, a fault that is so
What the sons of the cow?
gave up through in the
Ma.
the car on, not
That
at
is
the
loud.
start. With a modern car,
Yung
the first
baka,
step in
guys.
diagnosing a fault
Yan,
is to
napasubo
plug in
man.
an ECU fault code reader.
Beef challenge.
Now, Mike is complaining about a number of problems with the engine. First of all, it's obviously overfueling, it's running bad, jumpily,
Hanggang
a bit
hanggang mula.
sick, really, but also the
Bye-bye.
system, that wonderful one of extra bit of power.